folks, and welcome back to Talk Tuesdays, where I go live here on Facebook to bring you expert advice to help you with both your business and your life. Of course, if you're on my feed, you know who I am. But if you're catching me on Marjorie's feed, my name is Kim, and I'm the author of the upcoming book Write and Grow Rich, where I show entrepreneurs how to use a book to supersize their brand, their business, and their bank account by becoming a published author, and then using their book as a marketing tool to grow their business. Marjorie is also another fellow marketing entrepreneur. However, her expertise lies in messenger marketing, and she's on the show here today. I'm so excited to have her to teach you guys a little bit about everything to do with messenger marketing, chatbots, what the heck those are, and how you can use them to grow your business. So welcome to the show, Marjorie. I'm so happy to have you here today.
Oh, thank you. Finally, it happened.
Right? We've been talking about this for a while, so I'm glad to finally nail you down and get you on the show. So Marjorie has a company called Social Boat Marketing, and what she does is she's an expert and specializes very specifically in using messenger marketing to help you grow your business. And that's what we're going to be talking about here today. So Marjorie, why don't we jump straight into the content, and why don't we start with that one where you get all the funny looks for, and tell us what exactly is a chatbot?
I know, right? There are so many ways to describe a chatbot, and it really depends on who I talk to. For me, I think the best way to describe it would be it's a technology where we use the power of artificial intelligence to communicate with a big audience and still give them that one-on-one experience.
Okay, so like the word says, it's a bot, so like a robot, if you will.
Yes.
And it's doing all the work behind the scenes instead of you having to get on there and type and chat with people.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, for a business, it would be really great to have, because instead of your customers emailing you a question, it's kind of like a live chat, right?
Yeah.
And they can now just message your chatbot and get their response instantly. So you don't lose that business.
That's amazing. So yeah, so because in today's world of technology, I feel like everybody expects that like super immediate response, and for the businesses that are able to jump on that and make sure they're always, responding pretty much instantaneously, they're the ones that are going to capture the business, because people are now impatient. If you don't answer right away, they go to the next company until they find the answer that they're looking for, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and I know I've seen kind of like, and I don't know that they're exactly the same, but you can see them on websites where those little chat windows pop up and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Totally. But a lot of times, though, it's always like misunderstood as a live chat. It's not a live chat, though.
Right.
It's kind of like, it's an alternative to live chat, but it's so many levels above live chat. So it's comparing written letters to an email. They're very different things, right?
Right.
Yeah. Chatbot is very different and can do so much more than live chat.
Okay, so then why messenger marketing? Why is that better than some of these other alternatives?
Messenger marketing, because whether we like it or not, it's coming. It will become the primary way customers would like to communicate to their to businesses. So so if you can start capitalizing on Messenger right now, then you'll be much more prepared to handle what's coming. Because it will be on WhatsApp, it will be on SMS, and a lot more.
Yeah. And so learning about it now while it's still at the forefront just puts you positions you as an expert and as a leader in your industry, because you're always on the cutting edge and always moving forward. And I think customers like to feel that way, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Why Messenger as well? Because it's one way we always in marketing, we always talk about touch points, right? We need to communicate with our leads more often, like what is it now, 7 to 12 times before we convert them as customers, right? So doing it on Messenger is just one platform to do it. And it's good because it's personalized, it's fun. So your client or lead would not feel so like you're not in selling mode totally.
Right. Yeah, you're providing value, but you're also what I like about it is that you're kind of providing value in small little snippets of information, as opposed to today, you get emails from people and they just scroll on and on and on. And like, I just don't have time to like read a big, huge email. But if I can do quick little hits of interaction with somebody, I feel like that provides more value and makes it simpler and easier to consume and absorb the information because it's coming at you in smaller bits.
Yeah, 3 seconds. Actually, it's like a 3 second rule. So
Okay.
if you design a conversation, or like the first message would take more than 3 seconds to read, then you have to, edit that message and
Yeah.
get them to respond first before you send them another message.
Right. Okay. Yeah, which is interesting. So, I know that you did a chatbot for me when I was going and doing my marketing presentation in Ottawa, which was super awesome. I got so many amazing responses from that. People were kind of blown away by, and I know that some people have seen it before, but most people are still a little bit unfamiliar with how the technology works. And so it provided a little bit of wow factor. And in fact, I know I've told you the stat, of course, because we were working together on this, but out of 90 people in the room, I was able to capture 41 leads with that because of, I don't know if it was because of the wow factor or just because it was easy for somebody to do and use. But I think like when I think to the stats for that, like that just seems like amazing. Like I never would have been able to capture 41 leads had I just been standing at the booth, like trying to get people to come and talk to me, because people are intimidated, right? They just they want to have that little bit of standoffish, but then it also had the cool factor. So it was pretty awesome. And if anybody wants to hear about how Marjorie did that for me, I'm happy to share. So you can always chime in and message me, and I'm happy to share with you like the amazing job she did for me. So,
Oh yeah, thank you for mentioning that.
sorry.
Thank you for mentioning that, because that's just one entry point for you to have a chatbot
Yeah.
to welcome your audience, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so to be a little bit more clear, I was speaking, so I was on a stage presenting
Mhm.
in front of 90 people. So I was looking for a way to capture that audience contact information in a fun and easy way for not only me but for them. And the chatbot and the messenger marketing was definitely the way to go in my scenario. But I know that you've got chatbots that start from people's business cards, and you're using it for food and beverage and restaurants to attract more paying customers into their business. So what other benefits can it do for a business? Like, why don't we chat about that quickly?
Oh yeah, there's a lot. So that's one example.
Yeah.
You can capture leads with one click, right?
Yeah.
All they
Yeah.
have to do was scan the code, and they're in. They don't have to type in their email address, which sometimes can be misspelled, or or it creates a friction right there. Like, I don't want to give away my email address, not like that.
Yeah.
Unless, but the secret there though is like you have to have a good offer, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have to get them to take their phones out of their purses and scan that code.
Yeah.
So that's one good benefit. And then also, if you have a business page, I would suggest that you should connect it with a chatbot like today. You can use the platform that I use. I would highly suggest ManyChat, and we've chat about that, right? I just
Mm-hmm.
feel like they're very updated with everything, and they're so fast to address all the requests that we have as chatbot builders. So I would
Mm-hmm.
recommend ManyChat to use. It's very easy to launch. It's literally like drag and drop, right? You
Yeah.
can do it yourself. And
Yes.
then then one way also was to provide instant responses, and I've mentioned that already. And
Yeah.
there are a lot of other things. Well, just so you know, it's very different from email, as mentioned, right?
Yep.
But the very advantage of using Messenger as a marketing platform is that it has way higher open rates,
Yes.
80 to 100% compared to email at like what, 20%?
Yeah.
And then with click-through rates, for those who are familiar,
Yeah.
for Messenger, we are at 20% to 30% click-through rates, whereas in Messenger, we are so lucky to have 2 to 5%. click-through rates. Click-through rates meaning they actually opened your message.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is it's huge, right? Because people are just in. I know my inbox in my email is just like bombarded. Sometimes I'm even missing like stuff from friends and whatnot because it just gets buried. You're just being inundated with so much marketing material that I think the whole messenger platform becomes a bit more of, I don't know, it's refreshing to have something that where you don't have to do as much of the reading. It's fun and interactive. I know that you and I use like little animated GIFs and all that kind of stuff. So you can use emojis, and people like the lighthearted, fun kind of side of messenger marketing, I think, too.
It's lighter, right? Like they don't feel like they're being sold to.
Right.
And
Yeah.
also, one way to personalize your chatbot is for all those who are new to this, you can actually integrate it with thousands of third-party services. Like you can integrate it with your scheduling calendar, like Calendly or Acuity, if you're using that. You can now you can accept payment through Messenger.
Okay.
Integrating it with Stripe payment, which has a separate layer of security.
So is it almost like you'd be using messenger marketing as your as your landing page, your sales page, really?
Yes, that's one benefit of using Messenger right now. You can essentially use it as your sales funnel.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
pretty.
yeah.
So talk about integrating it with other platforms like what was that one you said?
Scheduling app.
Yeah, like your scheduling app. Do you mean you'd embed your scan code within your calendar?
No, you integrate it with your say for example, like for me, I'm using Calendly. It's a free account, right? So when people go to my website and they book a call with me, we don't they don't have to email me and do the back and forth of scheduling, right? They
Okay,
just find the next available slot.
appointment time.
Yeah. And then also what else? Autoresponder, email autoresponder. So whatever you're using, MailChimp, Active Campaign, or Constant Contact, you
Yeah,
can actually have the chatbot, pass on information to your third party
email.
apps.
Okay.
Yeah. And then throw it back to the chatbot so they can continue the conversation, get them back
Oh,
on track.
okay. So I was thinking of it the opposite way, but what you meant was you'd send somebody from your messenger chatbot to your calendar booking system or to your email autoresponder system.
Yeah, you can do that back and forth. You can, and then from there, depending on what action they took,
Yeah.
for example, they clicked a link within your email, you can send it back to the chatbot to continue the conversation.
Oh, wow. That's so amazing.
You can
Yeah.
automate almost, yeah. But we don't recommend automating like 100% of your business. It's still a chatbot. You have to, build it.
Exactly. Okay, well, I think that kind of wraps up our time for today, Marjorie. But I'm so glad that you came on and we were able to have this conversation. I sure hope that you, the viewers, got some really great info and tips out of this conversation that we had today with Marjorie. And if you can see the value of using Facebook Messenger marketing for your business, what I would love to do is encourage you to get in touch with Marjorie and have a conversation with her. Marjorie, so last question, what's the best way for somebody to get in touch with you?
Oh, just go to my website, marjorietorre.com. I'm going to type it into the comment section below later.
Awesome.
Thank
Perfect.
you so much.
You're so welcome. So yeah, I would, Marjorie is an absolute expert at what she does. So if you want to learn, want to get something going for the marketing for your business, she is the gal to go to for sure. And I'd like to thank you all for tuning in today. Thanks, Marjorie, for being here. And be sure to tune in next time where I will be offering more expert advice for your business and your life. And of course, if you enjoyed the content today, I'd really appreciate either to hit that like button, type in a comment, or best thing you could do is hit share and get this out to your network. It's how we build our organic reach here and get this amazing advice out to other people in our networks. So until then, folks, get out there and create a great week.
Thank you.
You're welcome.